Right. Well, I know that I'm recording like this video of my TV. I don't have a capture card. Anyway, let's get into this. Welcome to Monster Train. This is my favorite game right now because it is a good way for me to work out what it's like when crap goes wrong, and how to deal with life. So this game is the embodiment of the phrase "it is what it is." So let me show you what that means. So first of all, I want to figure out what I'm doing here. So in Monster Train, you pick two of these races here, or clans. You pair them up into one of these combinations, and you take on the challenge of the game. It's 8 levels, and you pick up cards along the way to make like a deck, and most of it is random, but there's random challenges that come along. So if you know how the clans operate, the archetypes of the clans, then through the randomness you can pick out a winning strategy as you go through the 8 levels, and level up your champion in order to get victories. And along the way, you get these added bonuses that help out your particular clan. Now, um, right now, what I'm trying to do is, when you beat the game on the original difficulty, then this little banner is filled in, but then it unlocks Covenant rank 1. And so in Covenant rank 1, as opposed to Covenant rank 0, which is what the game starts on, the game gets a little bit more challenging. It adds some additional random elements to it and makes everything more difficult. Now, there are 25 Covenant ranks. So from 0 to 25, a lot of added garbage gets added on. So I played through all 20 combinations at Covenant rank 0, and now I'm working my way through Covenant rank 1, and I'm on this combination right here, which is the Awoken clan mixed with the Melting Remnant clan, against the challenge of the run. So we're going to do a run here. And so we're going to start with Awoken as the primary. And it doesn't matter which of these I really pick, because you see over here, there's this random button. And once I figured out that the random button was there, I figured the game developers figured out how to make it possible to beat the game with any random assortment. So it doesn't matter which of these two I pick. So here's what I'm going to do. So let's just pretend my AirPods Pro case is a coin, and heads is where the little LED light is facing up, and tails is where the sync button is facing up. So heads is the left hero, and then tails is the right hero. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, flip, tails. So we're going with Mr. Wildenton. There he is. There he is, boys. All right, so then we're going to go over to the Melting Remnant, and then same thing. We're going to flip this half of my iPhone XS case, and this is heads, and this is tails. So here we go. Flip. It landed heads. So here we go. We're going to pick this one. Okay, so we're going to pick Covenant rank 1, which means that the enemies are stronger, and it adds additional random cards to your starting deck. So if you've ever worked in retail, let me tell you what this game is like. So this game is like when you show up to work and you're ready to go, and someone calls off right off the bat, and there's problems, and oh, by the way, could you get this done by tomorrow? And oh, we're busy, but actually not that busy. So we start out busy, so you panic, and then as it goes along, you get not busy. So it turns out that all those things that you avoided doing, you actually did have time to do, it turns out. So at the beginning here, it tells you, by the way, here are your 3 bosses. So in boss number 1, the enemy units are going to have 5 extra armor, and the boss is going to attack every turn, not just the last turn. Okay, so you need to be sure that your attacks have extra attack power. And then, or you have extra ways to deal with the enemy HP. On the second boss, you're dealing with someone that will daze your units every time you summon one, and then also every time that you cast a spell, it'll make your spells more expensive. So it'll pick between these two on different turns. So this means that you need to be mindful that you need to be able to time your summons properly, and then also be sure that you're timing your spells properly. So that's kind of a pain because that's too many things to keep track of. And then the final boss is going to have this going on, where he attacks every single turn and applies melee weakness, which means that every time somebody attacks somebody that has melee weakness, they'll take double the damage. And then every time you summon a monster as well as cast a spell on that level that he's standing at, then that means that he's going to get even stronger. Okay, so that's also a pain. So what is my defense? What are my random starting cards here? So that means that for a expensive 2 energy, I get to add 4 attack power as well as 4 spikes, and for 0 energy, I can restore 15 health and apply 3 burnout to a friendly unit, which is both a blessing and a curse, as we'll find out later. And then ensnare means that I, for 0 energy, can apply rooted to an enemy unit, basically slowing them down and then drawing 1 next turn. So my synergies right now are drawing cards, spikes, healing, which is already a ton of things. You may or may not understand that, but that is like 4 different things to care about. And then my deck is burnout synergy, so that can be good. So if there's a way to make these free units stronger, and then also for 1 energy, applying extra attack power and drawing 1 next turn. So I can use these to make these guys stronger, and then also heal them, I suppose. And then these guys down here also are okay. But I have no way to revive these guys if they die, so that means that using the Purifying Cleanse may actually be very useful. Okay, so we got card draw, we got healing, we got burnout, and then spikes. We'll kind of go into the upgrading. Okay, so now I kind of have an idea of where I'm starting with. So then over here, we're going to start with my champion. So Mr. Wilden 10 can either be first to attack, or every time when he's summoned, then you get sting spells in your hand, which invoke card draw. And then every time that you use a card on his floor, a spell on his floor, then he gets 1 damage stronger. Both of these kind of suck for what I want to do. So we're gonna go with quick. We're gonna go with quick because he'll make other people quick. And then over here, I can gain 7 Ember on the first turn of battle, 7 energy, or my pyre starts each battle with armor 15. I think I like that because I have little faith that I'm going to be able to really handle this. So here we go into the first battle, and I'll show you what I have to deal with every single day. At the start of each battle, enemy units appear on each floor. Yeah, I want to do that. Just because I'm going to need the gold if I move on, and I like the challenge, and I feel like I should be able to handle it. So here we go. Level 1, 2, and 3 all have a bunch of guys on them, so this is cool. Let's go up to the top level here. Okay, so at the end of this turn, anyone who's left up here is going to go up into the pyre room and start attacking my pyre. I don't want that, so I need to kill these guys this turn. On the left, it shows that these guys will deal 5 damage to whatever's on this side, but if you deal 1 damage to them, then they die. So let's see. Let's get Mr. Wilden 10 over here. And then we'll get a Dreg, and we'll get Sharpen going over here. And then Mr. Root Seeds also over here. And there we go. We're going to end the turn. All right, we're doing okay. And then let's see what else we got here. That guy's going to get away. If I kill that guy, then he gives me gold back. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, though. Oh, yeah, and this guy's going to die like this turn if I'm not able to heal him, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Also, I made a bad choice here. We're just going to put that guy down there. All right, here we go. What a darn shame. Okay, well, one of my dregs is gone forever, but I'm going to heal this guy, which gives him some more life. And then we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. There you go. I'm going to just put that guy down there and just put that guy down there. This guy right here, this guy is so dead. Here we go. The healer doesn't do anything. The boss is here for the level. He's definitely going to kill the train steward like right off the bat, so that's awesome. Let's see. Let's heal this guy. Let's do this. Let's do that. And let's do that. Yeah, this guy's not happy. All right, let's do it again. Put that there. Put this here. Put this here. Get rid of that. Here we go. And it looks like he's going to die this turn because you can see that little X there. That means it did all the math and this guy is dead. So I'm not even going to bother trying to ruin this, but I am going to get rid of this weight of contrition that one of the jerks put on here, put in my hand. Get rid of that because I don't want to sustain 3 damage. Bye. Bye. Well, as you can see from this irrefutable evidence, it looks like I'm completely in control of my life. So whatever life wants to throw at me, random cards, you know, crappy boss conditions, I think this is going to be fine. So I'll give you an update as to whether or not I beat this game. But just to save you some time, that's 13 minutes of your life well spent. So I'll be back with you later. All right, welcome back. We're at the final boss. It's the 8th circle of Heck. All right, so let me give you the grand tour. Okay, so here's Mr. Wildenton. He's quick. He's got 2 multi-strikes. That means he attacks 3 times. And then over here, we got my trump right here. This is Mr. Animus of Will, or Miss Animus of Will. She's got a large stone. She's got a heart stone and another heart stone. She's all beefed up. Over here, my Awoken's rail spike. My 3 dregs, ensnare. This right here, this is a good card. This means that Animus of Will never leaves us entirely. We're never alone. This right here means that Animus can always be re-healed. This means that Animus will always get stronger. And this means that if something goes wrong, I can make my dregs stronger. Gosh darn, if I'm left down to just only having these dregs, then I'm in big trouble. I got rid of my 4 train stewards. They didn't deserve to be in the deck, but you know what? They served a purpose for about 2.5 seconds. Let's get on with this. Seraph attacks every turn, applies melee weakness to your front unit, and gains rally attack on rally and incant. So we might be in trouble here. So we're going to see what we do here. All right, so this guy can summon anything anywhere. So that means that we're going to put my my things that have normally been on the bottom floor on the top floor. Here we go. and then we're just gonna start beefing here. So this guy just keeps getting stronger, and then we'll go ahead and apply that, and we'll apply that, and then the Dreg with the burnout, we can just, I don't know, we'll just keep him, because if I put him anywhere, then he'll just die. Well, actually, he won't die. I'll get that guy. No, he'll die. I forgot, because this guy will attack. Stupid. Bye, Mr. Dreg. All right, now he's coming up. He just applied melee weakness to me, so that's really not cool. And every time I do anything on this floor, he's gonna get stronger and he's gonna attack me. So that's not good. What am I gonna do? I guess I have to start applying burnout and healing to this guy. So that's what I'm gonna have to do this battle. It might not work, but you know what, we're gonna try it anyway. This guy might be able to kill me in one hit. So we'll see what happens here. I'm just gonna try it. I have limited options otherwise, so we'll just see what happens. I can apply burnout 6 to him, so that might be good, but that's also not necessary. So we'll wait one turn. He's gonna hit my guy pretty hard. Ow. Dang it, he did it again. That was really mean of him. But actually, my guy's going to be okay for a second, so that's good. All right, so Animus has quick because Wilden 10 gave him quick. So let me zoom in here. Maybe that'll help. Can you guys see okay? Okay, so we're going to give him spikes. We're going to give him spikes. We're going to remove the melee weakness and remove their buffs. So that's actually what I should have done last turn. So great. Now that I'm remembering what I'm supposed to do in this game, that's cool. These will just leave. So I have the rest of the team the rest of the turn to get this going, but here's something cool. We're going to use a remnant pack, and then purifying cleanse and detonation restoration, and this, and yeah, now he's not going to die as much, so that's cool. But next time that this happens, I'm gonna have a better idea here of what to do. Yeah, because this ain't going well. I got 5 here, so I'm gonna use this. Draw 5. Ooh, I need this right here. Get rid of that. This guy is good. We're gonna use that. And then we're gonna use that, and that, and that, and that. And we might have to restart this one. I'm thinking this stuff ain't gonna work. He just keeps doing it. It's really mean. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to survive this because this guy is way too strong. So, all right, we're gonna retry this. Well, I tried it again and I didn't quite make it. This time I came just 170 short of where I need to be. So I'll try it again here. All right, I'll let you know if this one goes any better. All right, it took 10 resets, but I figured it out. So what I did was I made Wilden 10 over here really strong, and I made him the meat between Animus of Will and Seraph the Patient. And believe me, this guy was the opposite of Patient. Every time I did anything, he got more mad, because anytime I did anything, he got stronger. So that is the opposite of Patient. That is just cruel, okay? So this guy dies at the same time that this over here dies. So I'm gonna show you what is going on here. So let me hit the X button. X. I'm on all the way over here, and we're gonna turn down the speed from super ultra down to normal. So you can see in normal time how much of a jerk this guy is. Here we go. Go for it. All right, we're ready. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not going to touch this because it says he dies. So here we go. Willed Intent hits that guy and then hits him twice. And then Animus of Will hits him 3 times. And then Terror of the Patient hits that guy once. And then hits me once. And then I hit him 3 times. And then he hits me once. And then I hit 3 times. And then he hits me once. And then dies. And I win. That's it. What's my reward? The train makes it hot again. The end. There it is. And I made all those cards that I kept with gold because I'm great. And this guy will be remembered forever because he's a legend. And then my win streak went from 0 to 1. So I'm on a roll. And then that turned from a 0 to 1. And then all these cards turned gold. And now I have 12 more of those to do. So just another day at the office. A bunch of stuff went wrong. I figured out the best way to do it, and all I had to do in order to get it right the first time was reset reality 12 times in order to figure out how I would actually do it right. So thanks for watching. Yeah.